Hi there, this is Aureliaslight, and welcome to Manifesting the Miraculous. Tonight, we are going to delve deep into music and sound and its effects on consciousness. One of my favorite topics. As an explorer of sound and its effects on consciousness for more than 20 years, and a lifelong musician, I have come to discover that frequency is the key to our reality, our consciousness, and bending our reality. Have you ever watched a great conductor of an orchestra, band, or choir? While they literally have a hand in getting the composer's score to the audience, underneath, they are doing something much more powerful. They are conducting energy. Music is organized sound, and sound is powerful energy. Anyone who has conducted choirs, orchestras, coached singers, or composed music can attest that this is true. Did you know that you are actually the divine conductor of your life symphony? If you realize that you are actually creating your reality by the thoughts, the emotions, and what you focus on, comment below. I would love to hear what you think. Music directly affects consciousness, and our consciousness affects our energy. Thankfully, we are waking up in numbers on this earth plane. We are waking up to the fact that we are not our physical bodies, and we are indeed connected to a vast field of energy that is way beyond our limited logical minds. The physical or the material dimension is pure energy condensed into a dense physical form. And as we experience our earthly journeys that we are coming into or remembering, we are accessing more of who we truly are. We are indeed the conductors and composers of our own life symphonies. What does energy like to do? Energy loves to flow, create, and move. It could never be destroyed. When energy is blocked or stuck and not flowing, illness or disease can occur. Our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and beliefs have energetic frequencies and have a direct impact and correlation on our flow of energy. As we become more conscious and aware that we are indeed composing and conducting our lives through the flow of energy, it is up to us whether we will allow our energy to flow or constrict. That is the beauty of living a life on this planet, an earth planet with free will. This creative process happens regardless of our participation, but it can be so much more fun, enjoyable, and freeing when we participate. How do music and the movement of sound come to play in our creative process? Music is, in fact, the highest art form, as it contains almost every modality within itself. Music is math. Music is science. Music is art. It is communication. It assists in spatial reasoning, kinesthetic awareness, emotional intelligence, memory, empathy, and so much more. If you were lucky to study music when you were young, or are considering giving music lessons to your own child, you should be smiling. along with the long list of benefits previously mentioned, a unique thing actually happens to a brain on music. Scientists have found that learning music stimulates more parts of the brain than any other human function. The little bolts of energy, electricity running through a musician's neurons are very different from those of one who just listens to music. Participation, or taking part in this fine art or magic, is the key. Interestingly, brain scans have shown that a piano player who has studied music from an early age have a different brain than the rest. The brains of a pianist appear to be highly efficient, energetic machines. According to recent studies, pianist brains have an extremely efficient connection between the different parts of the frontal lobe compared to non-musicians. That's a big deal because the frontal lobe is responsible for integrating a ton of information. According to these brain scans, pianists had a demonstrably more symmetrical central sulcus, which is the prominent landmark of the brain, separating the parietal lobe from the frontal lobe and the primary motor cortex from the somatosensory cortex than everyone else. That just means they are more balanced. Actually, they are balanced, which is rare in humans. So playing the piano actually reshapes the brain. So if you could get yourself to play the piano no matter what age, it's highly beneficial. The role of music in enriching people's lives while supporting natural intelligence, health, happiness, freedom, finally is being scientifically supported. The fine minds of composers in the last century were definitely on to something. The human body has been created with billions of cells that are essential to help us go about our business in our lives. Every living cell in our body has its electrical field that causes a frequency of vibration, and that occurs entirely naturally. Interaction and communication in the human body happens not only chemically, but by a vibrational exchange between our cells. And this creates a harmony in the body, upon which the well-being of every human being depends. Our cells, when in health and balance, communicate perfectly through their interaction, divinely dancing with one another and with the help of frequencies of vibration from the other organs. The body as a whole can function in harmony. In addition to this, our cells also interact with our external environment through these very vibrational frequencies. Research conducted by scientists in the United States has been able to unearth evidence with the use of nanotechnology that living cells emanate a kind of squeal-like sound, which further strengthens the theory that the cells in our bodies give off vibrations. The research done on this subject has been groundbreaking and revolutionary for science and the world of medicine. Some scientists believe that in the future, just by listening to the sounds made by the vibrations given off in your cells, could assist a doctor in knowing if you are healthy or falling ill, sometimes even before any symptoms have occurred. However, this finding by science is supporting the ancient knowledge of sound technology that is already deep within the Vedas and many Eastern teachings and shamanic cultures, which we are going to dive into in a moment. We are vibrating forms of energy, and when all of our systems are not communicating effectively, our natural harmonic resonance becomes dissonant, and that is when illness and disease sets in. But luckily, due to the laws of vibration, this also works in reverse. Because we are vibrational beings, eternally vibrating with source energy, we have the ability to bring balance and harmony back into the body by aligning all systems through frequency adjustment. Aligning to certain frequencies is a form of entrainment and sound healing. When the more powerful and dominant frequency is constant, the rest of the near vibrations will rise or lower to match the dominant frequency. The law of vibration is the underbelly of sound entrainment and sound healing, which has been used for centuries in indigenous and shamanic cultures and groups who chant, use prayer, and mantra together. Through this vibrational law, sound is used to entrain and bring together all the systems back into alignment in the most powerful, natural, and organic way. The most important currency that we have, the most important place of focused intent and investment, is our own frequency. Our frequency is the key to everything. Now let's talk a little bit about the ancient wisdom, the ancient Vedas, and the technology of sound. Nada, or nod, literally means the sound, the noise, the chime, mystically the eternal sound or melody within. The holy word, the audible life stream, the sound current. It's used in the Upanishads and later texts for the sound which creates and maintains the entire universe. Saints and yogis have commonly spoken about the anahata, nod or nada, which means the unstruck sound. The anahata is in the heart. The primary characteristic of sound is vibration and movement. The physical senses are essentially organs which respond to the movement and vibrations of various kinds. The eyes respond to light or electromagnetic vibration. The sensation of sound results from the detection of vibrations in air or water. The response of the tongue and the nose to different substances comes about through the movement and activity at the molecular and atomic level. Touch is a response to shape, consistency, and density of things. Characteristics of matter derive from the internal motion and the interaction of atoms and molecules. Again, everything at a physical level is the result of vibration and movement. Mystics say that this creative sound is God Himself in dynamic action. God is the center of all existence, is the one at rest, motionless, undifferentiated, silent, and pure. His act of creation is really an act of projection and emanation. We have Shiva, which is the masculine, and Shakti, which is the energy that is the movement. They both create waves within each other, and they cannot be separate from each other. His sound, also called His word, His cry, His voice, His call, His name, and many other names. Vibration was the first original aspect of Brahma, the Creator. Every impulse, every action on any plane of existence has its origin in the one source. There are so many ways to get ourselves back into alignment with that cosmic hum, that internal nod, the sound of creation. But first, we have to let go of the outside distractions, and come in to breath, come into mantra, come into ourselves. I'm going to share with you a little technique that we could do together, and you can try it this week to use sound in a way that you can hear the nod, the internal ringing, that internal hum, and bring you more powerfully aligned to Source. So this technique is called the humming bee breath. And what I'd like you to do is sit comfortably with your spine straight and close your eyes. This is best done, again, sitting, not laying down, as in our previous podcasts. Close your eyes, and with either one of your fingers, your index or middle fingers, gently close your ears. Lightly press your lips together and slightly open your teeth. Bring your mind's eye, your inner awareness, to the center of your forehead, your third eye, or your Ajna chakra. Breathe in through your nose, and as you exhale, make a smooth, even humming sound, like a sound of a bee. You're going to continue this for 3 to 5 minutes, feeling the vibration throughout the body. This is very similar to the techniques that I teach in my choir and my coaching students to get the sound to move through us, to resonate properly. You will feel the vibrations in your lips. If your lips are not vibrating, just open them up a slight bit. Feel the vibrations in your lips, and then you will feel and hear it throughout your entire body. Let's begin. This is the end of this Manifesting the Miraculous episode of sound and music and its effects on consciousness. I know I'll have a lot more in the near future about this topic, but if you would like to learn more, please consider joining my mailing list or look at the links below. I have a wonderful introduction to vocal sound healing for anybody who just wants to step their toes into this place of sound healing. And again, this is Aurelia from Aureliaslight. I send you so much love and light for your journey this week.